Yo, my name is Jumani Juby Cox, and watch now is always Arsenal. Now, for the first time, we are on top the league with 12 points after 4 games. Big deal. First and foremost, let me just put it out there. Big deal. Now, Arsenal started with Ramsdale in goal. We had some missing players from our regular lineup since we started the season. We missed Partey and we missed Zinchenko. They both had some niggling injuries, but El Neni came in for Partey, and of course Tierney came in for Zinchenko. So Tierney started on the left back position with Saliba and Gabriel centre back, and of course on the right back position we had Ben White. In the midfield we had El Neni and Partey, with Odegaard in front of them, Martinelli on one side, Saka on the other side, and Gabriel Jesus on top. Now, let me be real. Let me start with the disappointing performance, because not all the time everyone can perform to the top of their game. Gabriel was kind of out of it. He was involved. I'm talking about Gabriel Jesus, but today wasn't his day in terms of getting enough shots off and getting it past Bird Leno, who actually made his return to the Emirates. Leno was always one of my favorite players because of his level of professionalism. And big up Leno, same way. He saved a number of chances, although it was right in front of him or close range, but he did his thing. But nevertheless, also Saka, I think he tends to sometimes be caught up in 2 and 3 minds when he's in that final third. He really needs to be more decisive in the final third. And I mean, he has speed. Players actually are afraid of Saka, and I don't think he understands this. So Saka just needs to push a little harder in terms of working on his decisiveness in the final third, and he will do better. So Gabriel and Saka, not the best performance today, but Odegaard, wow, what a performance from our skipper. Now, I heard a comment from the commentator mentioning that Odegaard actually made his debut at 15 years old in the Norwegian league. And of course, he represented his national team around that time as well. And he's currently Norwegian's national captain. Normally, when a player in that age bracket receives the captain ban, you don't guarantee to get performances because that could weigh down your performance. But Odegaard, like, he is taking up the mantle and he is playing like a boss. Now, of course, my problem with Odegaard is his physicality, and he obviously knows he needs to work on that. But when he playing. I think I counted like about 2 turnovers, one which was a close call between a foul and a bad tackle, but that was one, and he probably misplaced a pass probably one other time. But generally, that man was spot on with some silky passing, with some confidence, with some dribbling, and the vision dread. Odegaard is a gem, and unfortunately, Smith Rowe can't really see playing time right now, but we understand from the fan base perspective why Odegaard is our captain and why Odegaard definitely needs to be that attacking midfield player behind Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, and Saka. So big up Odegaard, and what a performance from that young, I would say, wonder kid. Yeah, wonder kid. And they used to say Odegaard is a wonder kid. I mean, he's still a wonder kid in my books. But wow, we started the game really well and we dominated the first half. I really wanted a goal from like about the 23rd minute or so. I felt like, nah man, we have all this possession. I feel we need to get some goals. And we didn't really trouble, at the in the first half of the first half, but we dominated the game. In the from the 30th to the halftime whistle, we also dominated the game, and I felt like we deserved at least one goal. It didn't happen. Came out in the second half, and of course, both teams would have been given their pep talk, and Fulham gradually started to find their footing. And we all know Mitrovic is a bully. He's very strong and he plays a unique style of football, and it works for him. He's be players coming on to him and they're bouncing off of him and so on. And Gabriel, although he it could have been any other player, not necessarily Mitrovic, but Gabriel, come on, Dread. In the box, you taking 3, 4, 5 touches. I mean, I exaggerating, but that was a definite blunder, and it was a horrible mistake by Gabriel. And Mitrovic scored. I was angry because I was saying, ways, boy. Mitrovic, all the hype around Mitrovic, and he still ended up scoring on us. And I really wanted a clean sheet. I had Ramsdale on my fantasy team, but even beyond that, Ramsdale deserved to get clean sheets, especially in games like this. Although Fulham is unbeaten for the season, well, was unbeaten for the season, I still felt like we definitely didn't need to concede against Fulham. And it happened. But luckily for Gabriel, he was able to score the winner. But before that, Odegaard scored a deflected goal, but Saka played a nice ball, a quick ball into Odegaard, and the captain unleashed. It wasn't no bullet, it wasn't no best shot, but he knew if he take a shot in the first post there's a strong chance that he would score, and it happened. Goal equalized, and we rallied through, and I like the fact that we supported Gabriel. Now he scored the winner, but the team is almost like if you're feeling that togetherness, you're seeing the togetherness, you're seeing it, it's almost like it's tangible. The way how we are supporting each other. We saw Saliba score an own goal a few weeks ago, and the team rallied around him. We saw Gabriel made a blunder, and the team rallied around him, and he scored. And you saw how the team connected in the celebration. I saw Zinchenko running on the field, all kind of thing. I thought I was an intruder, but you're seeing the love. You can feel it, and it's working for us. These type of things that are happening with Arsenal right now, the way of the script is unfolding, positive signs. I don't want to get too hype, but those situations and the way how things are unfolding for us, positive signs. And watch now, we on the right track. We on top of the league. We play Aston Villa midweek, and then we play Manchester United, which supposed to be one of the big six teams, but I am not disappointed with our run of fixtures, and we need to capitalize on it. Of course, we know that World Cup is in the middle of the season, so we need to capitalize on our nice run of fixtures. You can say it's easy teams, you can say it's soft teams. It don't matter. We normally drop points against these teams, and we take in all of them. We're on top of the league, and watch now is always Arsenal.